Hello and welcome back to New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. With the way I've organized these videos, this is a questionably long one, but yeah, hello, welcome. In the last video, I commented on some video gaming stuff regarding the original home system for this game and the PS Vita. Obviously, I'm playing the Switch version, if that wasn't obvious, but yeah. This was once a Wii U game for whatever reason. And while it is funny to this is like Scott commented on this, you know, Scott commented on this in his video. This is like kind of what I mentioned in the previous one, right? But one thing which I found that I really agreed with when he talked about it was the idea that, like, everybody wanted the Vita, but sadly, the games weren't there, really, you know? Okay, whatever. Meanwhile, like, the PSP situation was like, everybody... the PS Vita situation was like, everybody wanted the system, but oh my god. But nobody, like, really gave that much of a shit about the games on it, hence why it didn't sell very well. Meanwhile... like, the Wii U, people definitely did like the games, as, you know, we saw that once they were ported to, like, the Switch. But the issue is that nobody wanted the stupid tablet controller, and that's why that one didn't sell. And I feel like this is, like, we reached the maximum, like, point between, you know... the two different ways a system can fail, which is why I think they're kind of interesting. And also, like, it is kind of funny how they aren't too far apart hardware-wise. I mean, sure they are, in terms of, like, raw specs or whatever. I mean, it is kind of also a shame the PS Vita CPU is a quad-core running at, like, 500-something megahertz, when... oh? When, like, you know, that exact same processor was found in phones running at, like, 1.5 gigahertz. Which I assume was done for battery life reasons? Oh, no. But, oh. Oh, how do I get up there? Oh, I see how. Which, you know, that's that's completely, like, fair to do for, like, battery life reasons, though... after seeing the performance of, like, Borderlands 2, I feel like... I feel like that shit was kind of a dumb idea. Wait, why did I do that? Oh yeah, right, I'm trying to... oh yes, that's what I wanted to do. No! Fuck! Whatever. But yeah, I mean... the PS Vita was dealt... oh. Oh, no. Oh, that death wasn't actually intentional. Oh. But yeah, I feel like the PS Vita was dealt a pretty bad hand by Sony, and then played it quite well. And, the, Wii U was dealt a pretty okay hand by, Nintendo. And then it played it really poorly. Did I say the Wii U or did I say the PSP? You know what I meant. But yeah, it's just kind of a shame, you know? Because I feel like for both of the systems, it's like... both of them just got kind of shafted. And nobody wants a console that's just, you know, shafted by its manufacturer. But it is the world we live in. You know? Oh, no. Okay, we still have one more attempt. It's okay. No and no. Come here. Oh my god! But yeah, that's just kind of the world we live in, you know? The PSP was, yes. Like, the PSP was, like, a decent success, but not, like, literally the biggest thing ever. Oh my god! Wah! I should have been a little bit more prepared, but yeah. Like, the PSP sold 80-something million units. The reason why it wasn't any larger was because the DS existed, and you kind of, you know, can't control that. You can't beat the DS. So what this resulted in was in Sony, like, execs underinvesting into the Vita, thinking, oh yeah, it's not like we need video games, and then, yeah, there you go. Funnily enough, it's kind of like a PS5 story, except the PS5 didn't have any real competition in its market because the PS5 market is really normie-oriented. This is oh fuck. It happened again. So this is something which I feel some people forget when they talk about these systems, and it's that the PS5 has, oh shit, happened again, a really huge audience of, like, normie gamers. I know it's like, some people hear that and they're like, well, no, they're paying for a PS5, but yeah. A lot of the people who are buying the PS5 aren't buying it to play, like, whatever the new Monster Hunter is. I mean, yeah, Monster Hunter is seen like kind of like a FIFA. Oh my god. Kind of like a FIFA game in Japan, all things considered. Shit! Okay, let's not do that again. God, I'm shit at this game. But yeah, that's kind of the idea, I feel. And you know what? I think, in my humble personal opinion, that's fine, whatever. But you've gotta admit, it is kind of funny. Because the PS5 is, kind of toothless in some ways, you know? And the reason why is also executive destruction of Sony. For those who don't know the story, Sony execs decided to, oh, this time it happened on that guy. Okay. But yeah, hey, just take me. The Sony execs thought the intelligent move would have been to not actually focus on getting all of their actual games out. They thought the brilliant idea that everybody would have, you know, clapped for would have been if they actually just made, like, 200 live service games, which was not what happened. What we got was, like, Concord. Fucking okay, sure, take me again. God, I hate these levels of moving platforms. It is the worst thing that I can ever. I can't get used to it. But yeah, like, say what you want about, say what you want about the decisions of Nintendo, at least they haven't... At least they haven't done to their company what Sony has. Because they pumped out a bunch of live service games, and, like, some of them are dead before arrival. That's why Bluepoint isn't making games anymore. Some of them are just, you know, completely dead in the water. Doesn't matter. Who cares? Really, it's sad, because for whatever reason, you know, Sony thought that'd be a smart idea. It wasn't. But you know what is a smart idea? Making games that are maybe... How is that a death? Okay, shit, whatever. Like, you know what was a smart idea? Nintendo actually, like, combining their handheld and, you know, console developers. And by that, you may be thinking, okay, well, what if, you know, take the hypothetical I proposed earlier, maybe if Sony focused harder on the handheld division, maybe the next PlayStation wouldn't have had any games. And you know what? That's not a terrible read of the situation. That could have been something that happened. Except, this is sort of the issue. It doesn't matter as much when you're already seen as the default, as the PS5 has shown. Oh my god, okay, we can still maybe make it. Because, like, okay, here's the thing, the PS5 doesn't have that much, like, overall cultural relevance outside of, like, the sports games fans. I was actually trying to survive that time, guess not. Like, okay, outside, like, the sports game fans, there's not that much cultural relevance to the PS5 right now, but, it's basically, unless you want to Switch, or I guess a Switch 2 now, which is looking mighty tasty compared to a PS5, unless you're into that, you either get a PS5, or you get a PC. In a system where the PlayStation does best, in a system where it is basically the standard. They got lucky in, like, in the 5th generation, they got lucky by not having, you know, competent competition. 6th generation, similar thing. I don't mean it. Oh my god. Okay, fuck it. We can head back and get another one. It's fine. But yeah, like, what I mean by got lucky is, oh my god! How did... I don't mean like, oh yeah, they only got... No, but they had extra luck by the fact that, like, Nintendo and Sega ate dirt, and by the fact that Microsoft just didn't have the games to back them up. But that's kind of, like, why they were so successful, you know? It's not just that they had these companies who, you know, kind of fucking up alongside them, but also the fact that... Oh my god. That they had... I know I'm dying on the same level, I'm sorry. You know, it's not just that. It's that they had really high-quality games alongside that. And that's kind of like what made Sony special. Because for so long, like, even if the PS1 version of a game, like, you know, sometimes the N64 version was just superior. Same with, like, you know, the PS2. Where, like, you had, oh yeah, well, the same game on the Xbox has cleaner visuals, you know? Maybe it, like, runs at 25 to 30 FPS instead of, like, 20 to 30, you know? It has less frame drops. It has a better frame rate. But, oh, fuck. Does that matter? If, like, okay, yeah, sure, this game looks and runs a little bit better on Xbox, but you know what doesn't look or run on Xbox? Fucking Final Fantasy X? Gran Turismo? And yeah, you have Forza, and that's fun, but, you know, it's not what people really want for when they say, oh yeah, it doesn't have a Gran Turismo, you know? And that was basically what PlayStation was coasting on. The PS5 generation, and partially the previous, you know, PS4 generation was kind of interesting. Shit. Okay, this time I will just complete the level as normal. No more getting the stupid star coin, I'm just going. But that was kind of the idea, you know? The system... Oh, I see what I have to do. Why did you do the twirl? There we go. Like, the PS5 has no real competition except the Switch right now and the PC, which is like a competitor in the same way that, like, you know, the Nintendo Switch and the 3DS are a competitor. I'm going to that house and getting a power-up. Toad, help me. Oh god, you don't want to pick a Bowser. Well, I don't want any of those. It's the one on the right. Why don't I get a... Why don't you give me... Toad. Toad! I would much rather get, like, an acorn suit or a fire flower. A star is just worthless. Whatever, let's go into Roy's conveyor castle. Anyways, yeah, that's sort of the story, in my humble opinion. Oh, shit. Okay, we have to go in now. But yeah, like, say what you want about the PS5 generation, but the entire reason Sony can get away with everything they're doing, and like, yeah, their sales aren't as good as they can be. Dude, they've sold 90 million units. I'm aware that, like, yeah, they could be doing a lot better, but 90 million? Really? You're looking at that and thinking to yourself, oh, wow, they could do better. Yeah, well, the Switch's 150 million could have been the PlayStation's 160, the PS2's 160, you know? Just because it could have theoretically done better doesn't mean it's fair to say, you know, oh, this thing kinda blows. I wish it did better. But yeah. Shit. Oh, there's definitely something. Oh my god, why did I do that? There's nothing up that one. Wait. No! Why did I was fucking holding... I'm so mad right now. Because I was holding it a little bit down. I need to... Yeah, I'm gonna be using the stick when I'm doing that next time. I'm so mad right now, because I was doing so well! Yeah, you thought the level was going really well until I make a mistake only I would make. But yeah, so we ran into a bit of a problem. Shit! With that generation, where, like, a lot of the sort of preconceived notions of what makes a good video game console fell apart in the 9th generation when PlayStation didn't have any real competitors. And there was some other stuff as well. Things people don't talk about because they don't know much about it. And I don't blame them. One of the things is a big reason why systems are getting more expensive is shipping costs. People don't know about this, so they don't talk about it, but consoles are getting absurdly expensive to ship. This is because after COVID happened, basically... Seriously, there's nothing up here? That's sad. Basically, after COVID, supply chains didn't recover. You know how, like, prices go up during a crisis, but they never actually go back down when it's done? Because corporations are greedy? Well, wouldn't you believe it, it doesn't only apply to in, like, buy-to-customer relations. It also happens in in business-to-customer relations. It also happens in business-to-business. And, big companies sure are getting screwed over in, oh damn it, in like shipping stuff from the west, like sorry, from China or wherever to the west. Oops. Gee, if only. The only way things could get worse is if the price of the fuel for the systems would have significantly increased in cost by a regional war, which meant that, oops, that could have been bad, which would have made it so, you know, ships trying to traverse previously open waters get fired upon unless they pay millions in fees. But that would never happen. Be serious now, okay? How? Okay, I see. But how do I... Huh. Well, there's some gimmick to this that I'll find out later. Not now, though. But yeah, if you can't tell the joke, yeah, the current Iran war is the reason why your video game systems are more expensive. Sorry, world instability equals trade is more risky, equals trade needs to be more profitable for it to be worth it, equals your video game system shipped in from China is going to be more expensive. I don't just mean from China. I also mean from, like, Vietnam or Japan or Korea or wherever they're being manufactured now. Probably Indonesia by now or Thailand. I don't even know. Depends on when the factories have moved. I hate this boss. 2, 3, 4. Okay, now he's gonna... No, now. Now? Oh my god, he is impossible to predict. Fuck. 1. He went 6 last time, so 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Fuck you. God, I'm hateful against these bastards, but you probably understand why. Oh no! He is damaged and flying away. For a while, I thought my game was bugged because it wasn't playing the sounds of that. Turns out, that's because I've only been having my headphones on, but only my left headphone, so anything in my right ear disappears. Well, the wonders of stereo sound. Yeah, this is a very funny world. Oh, and also, yeah, we got to hear from Soda Jungle, Audio Jungle. So yeah, join me next time when we continue World 7. See you then. Goodbye. Or maybe we go back to World 6. Get it? No. Goodbye. Shorter episode, I'm sorry. Night-night.